Did you know that I've made things before this series? Crazy, I know. I want to recover a couple of those, with this one covering a project that I now use as a demonstration of my desktop development services. This is BuildMaster, the itch.io deployment GUI thing. Let's jump back to the dark and crazy time before all of this project's in March of 2021. Wow, really wasn't that far off of it. We're still in lockdown, as you may have guessed would happen at a time like that, though we're beginning to raise our heads a little bit. I'm trying to cope with the loss of my brother in October of 2020 and a relationship going a bit more than south, and I need something, anything, to keep my mind off of it. I begin looking to deploying another now long dead project to itch.io and realize that incremental builds are a nightmare. You have to use this command line tool and re-enter a really stupid long command just to get a build out with so many extra unneeded parameters. Why hasn't someone built something better? Well, in hindsight, it's because you don't really need one, because anyone who knows what a delta patch is and wants to deploy one probably has familiarity with the command line anyway, but nonetheless, I decided, you know what? I'll build a GUI for it. I'm learning Windows Forms for another project. How hard could it be? Now, historically, in other videos, that's the point where I described the high volume of things that did in fact go wrong. But this time, no. Things actually went smoothly. I swiftly added the features and developed the project from something that was only useful to me in my specific projects to something that could be used by anyone. Added settings and custom games, build channels, multi-accounts, and multiple build deployments at once. Following a good amount of development and testing, the project released onto itch.io on March the 8th, 2021. It didn't get acknowledged by a lot of people, not that I had a problem with that, because I wasn't done with it. The following patch notes for days afterwards showed how I wanted to improve the project to ensure that it was better than the couple other GUIs people had already built to the command line tool that I hadn't spotted when I scoped the idea. And I think I succeeded. I advertised it on a couple forums and it got picked up by the creator of itch.io and added to a collection of development tools, which unfortunately has had another GUI deployment tool added to it, so maybe it wasn't that good after all, but I still claim that. I spent just over a week adding extra patches and features, in which time I added signing out and account switching proper, custom build channels, non-semantic versioning options, logging and better progress tracking, light and dark mode, and generally better UI, post-build triggers so you could trigger a program or web page launch or fire a basic webhook when your builds are done, hotkeys and configuration save loading, to name just a couple. I set down the gauntlet and let the project fade into obscurity. To this day it has 550 views on itch.io with 55 downloads. A download will pop up every now and then still. I'd imagine it's from the collections it's been added to. And frankly, that's enough for me. It never made me a penny, it wasn't all well received, but it was enough, and that's pretty good for me. Ultimately, it serves its purpose. For one, it helped me cope with a difficult time by giving me something to focus on, and it is a good demonstration of my abilities to build performant and functional commercial desktop software. Speaking of that though, here's the usuals. If you're looking for mobile apps, desktop software, server-side applications or websites, consider heading to my software business website at nicholsoft.co.uk. If you're looking for smart homes, head to nicholsmarthome.co.uk, and that's it. One more thing. neoncoding.itch.io/build-master. Go check it out. Thanks for watching.